Hey guys, I'm back. So, it's been a minute, been a hot minute. You know, I've been posting some short edits, some stuff like that. I haven't had much free time, so I haven't been able to post tutorial videos. But summer starts next week, and today is a Saturday. So, I found a hot minute to record this video. You know, I've been a little busy recently. You know, I got a job at my gym, so now I'm coaching kids Jiu-Jitsu, which is really fun but really time consuming because I go to school and straight from school I go to my work, and then right after work, you know, it's at the same place as I train, you know, obviously. So then I stay and train, so I usually don't get out of there till pretty late at night, and I just don't have time to film. So I'm really excited that school gets out next week, so I'll be able to post a lot more this summer and keep you guys updated on what's going on. So far this year, I've competed in 4 jiu-jitsu competitions. If you've seen the edits, stuff like that. I've won gold at 3 of them and silver at 1 of them. So yeah, the one I won silver at was a very interesting experience. You know, I fought 2 boys. I beat 1 of them and lost to 1 of them. Very, very good competitors. Just a really great experience for me. And then I did Pan Americans, IBJJF, which, boy, that was an experience too. And what a great one. The only thing is the times were a little mixed up, and they just kept getting changed. So it would say I was like super early, and then it would switch to super late. Not like super, but like it would be like 5:40 you go, and then it would switch to like 5, and then I would get excited because I want to go earlier than later, and then it would go back to 5:40. So when we went down there and it still said 5:40, we went around like 5:20 probably, and my name was in red on the bottom, which means like you're super soon and like you should be getting ready to go on. And so I weigh in, get ready, and then I chug a whole bunch of liquids in the bullpen, and then they just are like, okay, you're up. So I felt like I was gonna throw up that whole fight. I could have done so much better, but I still came out on top, and it was a great experience. You know, I got gold. It was nice. But I fought as a white belt because I'm not a blue belt yet, but my age range puts me in like IBJJF adults in the juvenile category. So I have to fight with my white belt for a while, but that's okay because usually if you like math up the time as kid belts and adult belts, I'm still considered a white belt as a adult. Okay, what else? We did 2 Jiu-Jitsu World League competitions, 1 in February, and I got gold. I got one by a ton of points and 1 by submission, and that was a cross collar choke. And then I won literally last weekend, and that was the American Open, and I had 2 fights. Same girl. She was a gray black belt though, so she was a little bit higher than me. I should be getting my gray black belt really soon. My coach said he wants me at gray black, which I'm really excited about. And then a little bit after that, he wants me at yellow, some sort of yellow. I don't know which one, but you know, things change. I don't know if that's for sure, but I guess we'll find out together. Anyways, I fought her twice. First one, I got a bow and arrow choke submission, and second one, I got an armbar submission. It was really fun, really great time. I love competing more than anything, but you know, enough talking. I guess we should get on with this video, and I'm going to share actually how I got the bow and arrow choke at the last competition. I think it was pretty sneaky, you know. I don't know. It was just like when you're on the mat fighting at competition, you just do your own thing. You're just like putting things together and you're trying to figure out what you want to do next. And like when I look back, I'm like, dang, that was pretty cool. Because it was kind of a setup that I didn't even know I was setting up. So I'm going to show you a way to do the bow and arrow choke. So let's go. Let's get started. All right, guys. So in the competition, I ended up getting mounted. because she wanted to shoot for a double leg, so she wouldn't go for it. She just kept doing the pull, waiting for me to react and go back up, but I wasn't going to do that. So then I ended up double leg take down her. That sounded iffy, but you get the point. And then I went side control, knee on belly, went over. She got me in quarter guard, but then I slid into mount. And we ended up here, and I always go low here so that they can't trap. Because if you're here and your arms are by their head, they have all this to work with, like shark bite where they're trapped there, or trap and roll. It's called trap and roll, but we call it shark bite for the kids. If you put it under the head, I don't like doing it because it's risky, because they can push in your bicep and tuck and roll you that way, because you have no arm other than this one. You can't really save yourself with that one arm. But I did do that to get the bow and arrow choke. So this girl was blocking, which I feel like most of the time they are, because they don't want all your body pressure on their head. So we're here, and I'm mounted, putting my pressure. Her arms are up because my knees are in her armpits, so they can't be down. So this arm, I put my hand under her head, and I set it up as if I were going for an Americana. An Americana is when you have Lego hands, you push the arm down, you drop this elbow, you go under, grab the top of yours, and you paint brush it back. That's an Americana. So I was setting it up if I were doing that. So if we're here, and I was trapping it here so that I could control the wrist, get ready to go here, and come up around the head. Or I think it might even work if you just stayed behind the head and drove up. So I'm assuming she's thought that I was going for the Americana. So I had this arm trapped here, and I was being very cautious if she was gonna trap and roll me, because if she was, I was gonna get out quickly. And then, so we were here, she starts turning, because that's a good way to get out of the Americana and release pressure. So I'm here, she starts turning this way. So as she's turning, I go into modified mount. This is modified mount. Your foot is on their back, and his foot's up. So I still have this arm trapped. Doing the bow and arrow choke is usually really hard for me, because you have to get this whole position and then try and thread this through. But my hand was already here on her wrist, so all I had to do was push this and grab it. One easy motion, because my arm was already there. Then I grabbed the top pant leg, sat back, and threw this leg over her shoulder. She ended up getting my foot here, but it still worked because it's just so much pressure. You usually want your foot here, but if they do get it trapped, just keep yanking and make sure you pull. Stop. You gotta get this foot over still, or else she'll be able to move. Over here. Let's go over it again. So, mounted on your opponent. You're going for that Americana. And worst case scenario, they don't do anything, you just get that Americana. You're here, you drop that arm, they start turning up. You take the top collar, you still got this hand controlled, pressure on it. You take this top collar, pass it through, bring this hand under their head, and just grab right on that collar. Take this hand, reach right back on the top pant leg, and you're gonna throw this leg. This leg is gonna be like this on their back. You're gonna throw it over their shoulder. So we're here, you throw this one here and sit back. When you're here, you're pulling this in the choke and making sure your hooks are strong. And you're just pulling back. I'll do it one time quickly. I mean, you can't really do it quickly because this thing can't move on its own, but you can do it quickly in real life on a real person. So we're here. We've got this arm trapped here. We turn, modified mount, bring the sleeve over, or the collar, grab here, sit back, and choke. That because that was actually one of the goals I had for myself. I always set goals before every competition, whether I meet them or not, because it's good to have goals for yourself, but I really wanted to do a bow and arrow, and I really wanted double submission, and I achieved both of those, so that was a really great feeling coming off the mat, knowing that I did what I've been training really hard to do. So currently, I am searching to do more competitions. You know, I really want to start traveling, but we gotta work on the money situation because it is expensive for airfare. So I'm working on getting sponsorships and stuff like that, because I would think that people maybe would want to sponsor me because I win a lot. And I know people who I've beaten before who have sponsorships, but I beat them every time I fight them. That's just all I'm saying. But I'm working on sponsorships because I really want to start putting myself even more out there and competing as much as I possibly can. But we gotta work on the cost of travel as soon as I figure that out. That's also why I need to start posting more on YouTube, because if more people want to watch my videos, that maybe one day I could make some profit off of it. One day in the future. Right now, I do it for fun. Of course, I just want to help you guys out. I don't really care about the money, but if one day I made profit, that would be okay, because then I could start traveling. Well, guys, I hope you enjoy that I'm back, and I'm going to be posting so much more, and I clearly enjoy it because I just love Jiu-Jitsu and sharing the knowledge with anyone who wants to know it. You know, it's definitely my passion, and I want to be one of the best someday. So I'm definitely working towards that. If you guys have any video requests, let me know, because I haven't been thinking of very many. I just knew this was really cool. At least I thought it was really cool when I got it in competition. And I wanted to share it with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy that I'm back. I'm excited about it. And let me know what you guys think. What upcoming videos you want to see. You know, if you get a minute and you have Instagram, please go follow my Instagram. It will be like right there or something. You know, we changed locations. We're not in my room right now. So if you like the location, I mean, hit that thumbs up, or just hit the thumbs up anyways. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.